Okay, I've been asked to do an instructional video on the Smith song Handsome Devil from Hatful of Hollow, 1983. So I'm going to do that, even though it's been a while since I've really messed around much with it. So please bear with me with any mistakes. Also, I'm not sure what Mar played on this particular track. It was probably not the Gibson 335. Might have been that that Les Paul that he had. The red one that he ended up giving to Noel Gallagher some years later when Noel broke a guitar and needed a guitar while he was touring around England, and Marr gave him the red Les Paul that perhaps he played this song on. I've got a Gibson 1995 SG Standard, which has been customized with a vibrato, 60s capacitors in the pickups, different lacquer, Grover tuners. So it's basically a 1966 spec guitar from 1995. So I think it will suffice for this song. As you can see, the capo is at the 4th fret, and we start here open A, and indeed this whole song is in between frets 5 and 7, which is pretty remarkable if you think about it, how cool and complex the song sounds, and it's all just right here in 2 frets. So we start out here with an open A. Then we fret with the ring finger. I find that's easiest. The A and the D string at the 7th. And then middle finger at the D string 6th. And then open A. And then 6th fret G string, 7th fret A string, open G string, 6th fret A string, open D string, and then open A. So again, that sequence is right, and I find it sounds a lot better to play vibrato on that note. Then the second time through, it's that's an open B. Whoops. Back to that A at the 7th. Open G. 6th fret A string. Open D string. Back to the open A. Okay, so once again, that sequence is right? So that's basically your intro. Now, perhaps the signature sound of this song comes from this move that Marr makes here. And it's very cool, very simple, but requires some practice to play well. So you're here at the 6th fret on the G string. So the melody, if you could call it that, whoops, right, that melody is juxtaposed with an open A string on the offbeat. So what you do is you pick up on the melody note so that you can strike that A string on the downstroke. So it's something like this. And notice how my pull-off actually creates another pick stroke, if you will. So it's right? And you just have to practice that to get that sound good and the rhythm especially right. So that's the next note in the series, is up here at the G string, 8th fret, juxtaposed with the A. Then the next notes in this series are here at the 5th and the 6th on the G and the B string together. Right, so you got to make sure to hit those together on an upstroke. And again, you just have to practice that move over and over and over so that you can get the timing right. So again, the whole thing is kind of like this. Whoops, my bad. So slowed down again, that's... And you just need to practice that. Right? So that you actually pluck a new note when you do the pull-off. So Mar goes through that while they're singing the verses, and then he comes back to this opening theme. So he comes to that point, and then we go into the last part from the chorus, which is just really cool. Let's see if I can remember it right. We're here at the 7th fret D string, and then we go open B, open G, and then D string, 6th fret. Right, so and that's the open B juxtaposed with this D string 6th fret. So again, that's, and those two, those are open strings, and then so whoops. Got it? And then we go to this position here, which is on the D string 7th fret and the B string 5th fret. So I'm just lifting off on that 5th fret. Then I'm dropping here to the 7th or the 6th. Oops. So again, we're here. And then we can come right back here. And then to this position here. And so you're now going to be plucking the D and the B string. Lift off. Down to the 6th. Open B. And then, depending on where you're at in the song, Mar goes right back into the... And then he ends off, back on this... And I think the last note is actually... Yeah, it's that one. Okay, so he finishes like this. And those are basically the elements of the song. I hope that was slow enough and broke it down clearly enough for you to get it, because, boy, what a bitchin' song. Just right in between here. He's got all that complexity. The guy's a genius. Enjoy!